Hello, this is hashtag Arpalaspi. I have finished my 20 fractions or sessions of radiotherapy where I was put underneath this mask, which they've allowed me to take home. You can see the clips on the side where I was tied down underneath it. I had a couple of nightmares where I was trapped underneath that while everyone disappeared. Anyway, if you can see, and I'll get closer to the camera, it's left a lot of coloration of the skin. There's a lot of dead cells around which have to be washed off, but they keep appearing a very short time after being removed. My face is very sore and taut. It's affecting the way I talk. Eating is impossible. I've started to lose weight. Food tastes horrible, all of it. Even drinking water has a metal taste to it, and this is filtered water I'm using. It will be another month before I get my taste buds back, because the taste buds grow at different rates. Some are replaced in 4 to 6 days. Some are not replaced for quite a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. So it'll be a month before I probably can taste food again. I've tried everything, and I've discovered that on the internet there's a lot of rubbish about what foods to have when you have radiation treatment, because it all tastes profoundly horrible. And to make it worse, your throat gets ulcerated with radiation treatment. So they tried to sell me a prescription at the hospital, which was a lot of money, $140 for this stuff. And you put it into your mouth and it numbed your throat. But the problem is it also had a taste, which was even more profoundly horrible. And I'm sorry, but I don't understand pharmaceutical science, which invents some sort of product which is supposed to help you eat, which makes taste even worse than what you're enduring. It doesn't make any sense to me. And as someone on the spectrum, I already have sensory issues. So this is all profoundly uncomfortable. This week I also had my PET scan. It took about 3.5 hours. I was put into a sort of a quiet room for half an hour, and then I was injected with radioactive sugars and left for another 50 minutes. The reason you're left so long is that you can get misreadings in your body if you've done any exercise or anything, even walking briskly before the PET scan takes place. You get false readings, the muscles show up as having something in them when there is nothing more than just blood accumulation because of activity. So it took quite a long time. Now next Wednesday in the afternoon, I get to see my immunologist, and I guess the program begins. I've come to terms with the fact that this is a serious cancer. When I consider I had my first melanoma when I was 23, and then another one in my 50s, then another one in my 60s, you can sort of start seeing a pattern occurring. Whereas the older I get, my immune system is breaking down. I've always had this melanoma within my system. There's some very interesting studies that show that people on the autism spectrum often have a resistance to melanoma while they're younger. And this will actually keep the melanoma at bay until they're older. As you get older, your immune system starts to break down. So it's not to be unexpected that I'm going to have this lifelong problem of this metastatic melanoma, and it's just too dangerous not to treat. Now the radiation treatment, wasn't all smooth riding for me at all. I had a meltdown last Monday. There's a misunderstanding with people like me, is that if you throw out our routines, you change the order things are done in, and you do not explain, because I cannot mind read, and I doubt anyone else can, I will get anxious. Also, if I had a bad weekend, other things were affecting me, I just walked out of the clinic. I couldn't stand it, and I didn't want to go back. And it took 24 hours for me to sort my head out. And it's a good thing I had an appointment around midday, because otherwise I don't think I would have gone back. But by then I'd calmed down enough and I went back. So they made 2 appointments on Friday at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m, which finished the 20 sessions. And I'm exhausted. I've got real fatigue. If I stand up too quickly, I need to find something to hold on to, because, I have that problem now. I can only eat with a painkiller like oxycodone half an hour before I eat. So that means I'm only eating once a day. Nothing tastes good. There are no suggestions you can make to suggest something. Nothing. It's just horrendous. So I need to rest for these couple of days. I might try and go for a walk later, but certainly I'm not really over enthused about doing too much at the moment. There is pain. I'm taking paracetamol every 4 hours, and then I have an oxycodone around 5 o'clock. Well, that's my update. It's a realization that the cancer is dangerous. You can see it's really had an effect. The radiation was horrible, and kudos to cancer researchers who can find a way to treat cancer without radiation, because it's horrendous what it does to a person. Okay, well, signing off until I have another update, and I guess that'll be when my immunology begins. Thank you for watching. Bye.